Hello and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is EKMAL RAHMAN and ID number 2022798333 from class G2401A. And today I am recording the individual reflection from the findings of our group project. First, I would like to express my gratitude towards Madam Adiba and my classmates for sharing their knowledge with me across the duration of the semester. Now I am going to relate the findings to my own personal experience in learning the English language. Firstly, when I was learning English, I had the problem of my lexicon not having as much words as I would like to. I wanted to know more about more words in my vocabulary. I wanted to have more words available in my vocabulary. Having sufficient vocabulary would not only lead me to perform better in my academical pursuit, it will also help me to write expressively and speak vividly with good description. So how I solve this problem is by anytime that I would come across a word that I do not know from, let's say, from a YouTube video or from reading, I would Google the word straight away to find out its definition. And it would come into my lexicon, although not all of the time that I would remember. I don't particularly remember 100% of the words that I read about, but I find that whenever I am writing, it would come up. The word would come up, and I would be able to express an idea better in a better way. On to my next problem. Although I did not acquire English language as late as Mr. Brown's class in the sitcom Mind Your Language, I still encountered problems nevertheless during my learning journey, particularly morphological errors regarding bound morphemes, the suffixes. For example, I would confuse the suffixes of historical and historic. Both of them are, later on, I do research and I found that both of them are adjectives. I found that historical is used as a general term for describing history. So, for example, the historical record, while historic is usually reserved for important and famous moments in history, like historic battle. The way that I solved this problem was to again do research on it. It is, however, a long problem that constantly needs to be dealt with, as there are so many words in English, and it's a lifelong journey, a lifelong acquirement of new words. You can always learn a new word every day. um, while learning about first language acquisition with Madam Ariba, I was a little curious about how I myself acquired language as a toddler. And so I asked my mother and I said, Mommy, how did I first started speaking? And from my understanding of first language acquisition to her answer, she said that I did not really could or babbled much, but when I was beginning to speak, it was in telegraphic speech. So that was a little interesting fact that I found out about myself. I haven't shared this with anyone yet, so I don't really know if anyone has the same experience as me. Now, while I was a kid also, I watched a lot of documentaries that are in the Discovery Channel, for example, National Geographic, Animal Planet, because that was what was my father was watching at the time, and I would watch along with him. Hence, my problem was always in writing and uh, more like forming, trying to express my idea. As instead, I do not really have a really much of a pronunciation problem. And so, to conclude, I believe language acquisition is not only limited to any certain period of age in a person's life, but it is a constant, and you can learn something new every day. So thank you very much. That will be all from me. Thank you.